back to the second part of this hell. Oh, jeez. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Connor, Conrad, and other retarded nicknames I gave myself. Back at it again with, Squeaky Chair. Squeaky Chair 2, Scholar of the First Sin. That's loud. That is very, very loud. That just assaulted my ears. Oh boy. Oh, I did have I did have a second guy on here, but we're playing Big Boy. So, I am continuing this. I'm going to continue streaming this to channel, and hit my mic. I don't really expect much to come out of this. I gotta turn goddamn volume down. Okay, that is much better. Right. When we last left off, I cleaned out this area and most of the other area. So I'm not gonna go talk to Pate because I've only got one life gem and no Estus. So instead, I guess we'll go over here. Get the barrels. They are just being so cheeky and not doing that. So, on the last stream or the last episode, I talked a lot about the differences between the Souls games compared to, I don't know, I was comparing and contrasting a lot. Fucking tree. I was comparing and contrasting a lot between the entire Souls games, including Bloodborne. I know Bloodborne isn't technically a quote-unquote Souls game because it doesn't have Souls in the title, but it's directed by Miyazaki and it has a lot of the same aspects of a Souls game, so that's why I include it. And one of my buddies said he really I told my friends about the stream just to get some form of viewing. And he liked the contrasting or the comparing and contrast that I did. And I like doing that too, just to realize what each game kind of meant for the series as a whole. Is that not a plunging attack? Oh no. Oh, no, no, no. No. Break, damn it. Fucking me out of here. Okay, they just straight up followed me. See, oh my god, you piece of shit. That's what I hate. How he just holds it. So you roll too early because he's just holding it above his head like I'm gonna get you, asshole. Nani? I didn't know they could parry. That did me a frighten. That did me a very big frighten. I didn't know they could parry me. I thought I was dead. Oh shit. That just leaves that guy. Oh no, wait, there's another guy right there. I think, yeah, in the vanilla there was just one of the Turtle Knights blocking the door, which made the whole thing shitty because you've got the guys that are up there throwing the fire bombs. Oh, my axe is almost broken. I did not realize that. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, comparing and contrasting the Souls games with each other. Well, now I have to remember what I said in the first stream, the first episode, so I don't repeat it here. But oh my god, what was I talking about? Mail breaker and the infantry helm. this is gonna happen a lot. I'm gonna I'm playing on the PS4 obviously. So I press the options button to bring up the menu, like in, you know, 3 and Bloodborne. But not in this game. Options is your emotes, while the touchpad is your actual menu. And I'm not a fan of that, because the options button is already too small as is for my fat fucking fingers. There we go. Now we're a big boy and a big boy trooper. What? 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 But that what? Okay. I guess he had a force field above his head that I didn't know of. Okay. Oh, what the? Okay, there we go. That. Okay. That, it threw me off. That really threw me off. Alright, I gotta switch weapons. My axe is gonna break, so. Go back to the short sword. More spear guys, my favorite guys. And I think this is more life gems right here. No, it's just one more. Something just died. Someone just was it one of the guys on the sword sword statue fell, maybe? Oh, I've got radiant life gems too. I should probably use those. Yeah, other than, you know, your average life gem, there's like different versions of them. But all you ever need is the original one, because it's cheaper, it comes in a larger quantity, and I don't know, it's just kind of better. It's faster too. Hello, Pate.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash.
It looks like you. That looks. Your pose looks like that really hurts your back.
My name is Pate. I journey hither. Be careful.
I don't care. He's a piece of
I
shit.
saw this. I was with. Or rather, I still have.
I've learned to not trust people with a winged spear and a great shield. You know, from experience. They tend to kick me down holes and claim that they'll loot my corpse, and then they don't, and then they become a vendor. If only I could think of the name. Starts with a P like this guy. Ah, if only I could remember. Oh, piss. The door shut behind me after he told me to go over here. I wonder what could go wrong. This is way more enemies than I remember. Oh, shit. This is not good. That's why I wanted to clear out the rest of this area and grab all the items before I went over here. Just because of that. Oh, this brings up one of the things I also hate about this. I hate what this game did to, is there a guy up here? No, there isn't. Could have sworn there was. But anyways, so, Dark Souls is known for its illusionary walls, which I will show you right here. Now you see, in the first game and the third game, illusionary walls were kind of obviously placed, and it was kind of up to you to, you know, figure it out. But in fact, you could figure it out completely by accident too, because it would disappear after you hit it or rolled through it or anything like that. Not in 2. In 2, they are almost impossible to like find, and the only you can't activate them by rolling or attacking. You have to go up and then press X. And that's how you get it. That's how the illusionary walls work. It's not even an illusionary wall. It's not an illusion. It's like a secret door. It's not an illusionary wall, it's a secret door. And like, how is someone supposed to find that? How is anybody, like, obviously we have the messages, but even then, how did they know to look there? Because there's like no indication of it. And that's so shitty because, you know, anybody who played the first game would probably be hitting every wall they came across in this game just to, like, see if this game had the illusionary walls. And the developers must have realized that, because then, you know, it was like, well, shit, we should change it to they have to press the X button. They got to go up and press the X button. It's so dumb. Fuck you, Pate.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there.
You're the one that shut the door.
Oh, it allows.
He gives you your summon stone.
Well, I hope.
And that's just kind of it. He shows up a couple times later in the game, along with Creighton. Creighton has one of my favorite weapons and armor sets in Dark Souls. I love the chainmail and the cloak cape, whatever. And the Dragon Slayer axe is one of the cooler looking axes in this game. You gotta love that tracking. You gotta love that tracking. Oh, they put a turtle knight over here. Riveting gameplay, I know. I believe yeah, there was a guy guarding that item and he fell off. And then, oh, hello. I thought there was only supposed to be one of you. Okay, there's a lot more. Ah, shit. Trying my best not to roll, because I know if I roll at all, I will fall. Halberd. Your jump has so much spring in this game. In 1 and 3 and even Bloodborne, your jump is very short, but in 2 it's like whoo, like you're doing the lawn jump at the Olympics. Really trying to get the distance. And this loops back around to the starting area along with that elevator, which will take you to the last giant. Remember correctly, there's a crystal lizard in here? No, there isn't. Shield and life gems. I did it again! I keep pressing the wrong thing. Fire arrows. I do not have a bow. And we did it! We opened up everything. But we did not do everything yet. There's one more thing I actually have to go do. What was this guy's name? There's another NPC you can get here. No, he will kind of be the first person you tell about Majula. Oh, and the Pursuer! Right, the Pursuer. Shit, I actually completely forgot about the Pursuer. I still don't have any firebombs to open up that shortcut. So, basically, the second boss in this area, he is quote-unquote optional. if you go up here, he will actually appear like an enemy. Well, he swoops down on like a giant eagle or something, but that's besides the point. And and like there's no big health bar or fog gate or anything. He's just kind of there. And if you kill him, it's like you killed the actual boss. Like you're given the soul of the pursuer, all the souls you would get for beating the boss itself. Like you get all the reward. It's just weird why they would do that. Why they would put him right there. I guess it might be another case of haha Dark Souls hard, which is all I can really think of. I pressed R1 after that. I don't give a But I think, yeah, if you try and fight him but then leave or just jump down from the platform, the pursuer will just disappear and he won't respawn. Or if he kills you, then he won't respawn. Either way, it's dumb. Like, look at that! That was guarded. He doesn't have his shield up. He had it like behind him and it blocked my my attack. You fuckers. God, your jump is just woo. That's like the sound it makes. It's like whoo. Just a whoosh. Oh yeah, that. That's not even a trap. That's just embarrassing. You'd have to be purposefully trying to get hit by that to actually get hit by that. What was this guy's name?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Kale.
Kale with a K with a C.
I'm navigating the continent to create a map.
So he's trying to make a map by entering this cave and whatever the fuck he's doing there. I like his armor set though. I really do.
Why cartography? Well, when it was.
He can't remember why he's even doing anything. Kind of like a lot of us.
Wait, what? What a joke.
Okay, and then. Okay, so he gives us the key to the big mansion in Majula, which has, if I remember correctly, a lot of good things inside of it. And then he will also return to Majula after the Last Giant, or I think so, after the Last Giant, and he'll go back to Majula. And he'll just hang out in the mansion. No, he will only return to Majula if you... No, God, I can't remember. All I know is that there's like... No, he does go back to Majula, but he won't go in the mansion until you clear out all the enemies inside it, which are just skeletons. Is that it? I don't know. All I remember is that he needs me to clean out the basement. He wants me to clean out his basement. That's what I remember. Oh, that's garbage. Wow, I almost rolled right off of there. And yeah, now I think that's actually everything we can get for now. So now is the time to... I want to go back to Majula just because we have the mansion key, and I believe they do have a Estus shard in there, which we'll need. Also, we've got quite a decent amalgamation of souls, so we can actually level up. I mean, decently level up. Where am I going? Where am I even going? But I'm sorry if anybody finds my comparing of, all the games to be a bit annoying just because I do it all the time, then, well, I'm sorry, but it's really hard to play 2 specifically and then keep on drawing comparisons just because Dark Souls 2 did a lot of things differently. And I don't know, I feel the need to point that out. We can get that lockstone, and we get 2 firebombs. I know you can still do this. So it was like just from here? Nope. Damn it! Why is this so difficult? Am I throwing it in the wrong place? What am I... Ah, this sucks. This really sucks. Oh. Ooh. Oh yeah, we should probably open this guy's shop. Look at all your tools and your forge, yeah, whatever. And that's where you get your short bow. Yeah, I opened the door for you, so now you can get inside without using any of your actual, energy. Ugh.
Oh, hello.
Still garbage.
Well,
Nah, we can't have a chess piece. We must show how much of a big boy we are. Look at that big ass book. How they even? Who needs a book that big? Seriously. Oh, there's a lockstone right there. Shit, maybe I didn't need to buy one. Spend 4,000 souls. Oh boy. And then... Oh no, Kale hangs out here, I think. Then we've got... This is the map of well, the world of Dark Souls 2. This is the map of it. And every time you defeat certain bosses, a flame will appear on the map. Which is cool, kinda. Oh, the skeleton's tough. Oh, the skeleton's really tough. How? I was like mid-roll. I was mid-roll. Come on. There we go. A lot of bloodstains down here. There it is. That's the flask shard. And then these are all shattered pieces of the Lord Vessel. And then this chest is, I believe it's your respec, item. Yeah, the Soul Vessel, that's for respecking. Fun fact, though, when the DLCs were first being released and announced, they had, a special little event kind of thing where they put, certain weapons that are already in the game, but they were, different. like they had the lawn sword, but it was like jade, like the color was jade, or it had the great club or the large club, or the great large club, but it was like bloodied. I don't know what that had to do with the DLCs being released, but they did it. Anyways. Titanite and more torch. So, yeah, I don't think I didn't touch on this in the first episode. But in this game, they introduced the torch and the torch mechanic. Oh my god, fucking pigs. And so in 2, if you picked up a torch, you just had a torch that could be lit at bonfires or any other fire source. But you're actually, you can see it in the menu that this little timer here right next to my boots. So every torch you picked up added, I think, like 5 minutes or some amount of time to your overall torch timer. Oh, these little bastards followed me. Can't use the... Oh, you fuckers. You naughty, naughty pigs. Oh, this is gonna be the end of me. I've met my match. Why do they have so much health? This is just a joke enemy. Oh, this is terrible. This is just awful. Look at that! Fucking... Oh, no! No! Fuck off, piggies! And nobody here wants to help me. Not the blacksmith, not the crestfallen, not even Emerald Herald. Oh, this is awful. This is awful. You do, like, no damage to them! You can't hit them either! I gotta have a better weapon for this. These are my boots. Hand deck, save me. That's better. There's some damage. Ah, this is terrible. That misses. It just misses. And they drop red-eye orbs. That's how evil these fucking piggies are. I hate them. But yeah, so basically every time you picked up a torch, it added more to your overall torch timer. Which they never really did this right with the whole torch thing. It was introduced in 2, and it was the shittiest in 2, to be honest. The only area you ever really needed a torch for was the gutter, and even then you didn't really need it if you just cranked up your brightness a bit. In Bloodborne, the torch kind of helped in some areas, just because Bloodborne could get very dark at times, and I don't know, having a torch added to the atmosphere, in my opinion. And then in 3, it's just you can use the torch to like get the like maggots off of you from like the maggot enemies that like applied bleed, because they just dissipated the moment you whipped out a torch, which I guess was good, but you know, they just never, there was never a moment where like, man, I wish I had my torch with me, or man, I'm glad I have my torch. It's just, I don't know, they just never did it correctly, or did it in a way that made it feel like it had an impact on your actual game. I'll stop rambling and I'll actually get some gameplay going. Okay, so yeah, I guess you have to beat the last giant, and then the old Melentia, that's her name. I can't believe I remembered that. Melentia and Kale will come back to Majula. Everything will be hunky-dory, I guess. Still pissed that I can't seem to just pop this fucker open with a firebomb on this side. It occurs to me that I said I would go level up, and I did not level up. But that's fine. Who needs levels when you've got raw power and skill and determination? You know, who needs weapon upgrades when you've got spunk? That sounds wrong. I don't think I can even take on Last Giant in this state. Maybe I can if I have I've got some aromatic ooze. I got some spunk for my weapon. Oh, and the Estus shard. Oh my god, I went to Majula, I opened the mansion and grabbed the items, and then I spent the rest of the time just killing piggies. I didn't even... shit, I feel awful now. Alright, well, we're gonna try and beat Last Giant with what we have, and see how well that works out. Yeah, there's a Turtle Knight. There's a Turtle Knight on the other elevator. I don't know why, but there is. Oh, there's a cheeky boy over there, trying to be cheeky. Oh, he's got the, you piece of shit. Do you mind? Do you mind? Asshole. Anyways, so this door leads to the salamanders that you see when you first climb down the ladder from the bonfire. And they are just the worst. They're such a shit enemy to fight, just because you don't fight them. Their only real attack is spitting fireballs at like an enormous range, and when you do get close to them, they just kind of tackle you all the time, which is just way too much damage. I hate this effect, this like pulsating eyeball effect whenever you like go into a boss fight. I just think it's dumb. It was in vanilla, but it wasn't in like the beta tests for the game. I don't know why they added it. This guy isn't happy. And then you go into the boss fight, and he's right there. Oh, I do way more damage than I thought I did. Buff this up, and we'll kill him in no time. Oh my god, yeah, he's a pushover. At this point, I'm just restricted by my stamina. Ow. And then he rips off his own arm to use as a sword. And all the good that does for him. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. You backed yourself into a corner. What a pussy. He's supposed to be the last of his kind, and he's such a pushover. That's it. That is the first boss. Technically. And he's a goddamn baby. Doesn't feel right. This axe is not upgraded, by the way. Like, I have not upgraded any weapons at all. And even without the magic buff from the ooze, I was still doing good damage to him. Which bugs me. Plus that fight just isn't enjoyable. I don't feel any enjoyment from fighting the Last Giant. He's just kinda there. Actually, I'm gonna go fight. I'm gonna go fight Pursuer. Not boss Pursuer, like enemy Pursuer. And the key Last Giant gives us opens up the door leading to the actual Pursuer boss fight, and this, yeah. There's a bonfire in this like next area too, but it's a dead end, so it's kind of like, why is it even there? You know? Why is it even there? Oh, he dropped a firebomb for me. I might actually be able to open up, Now you see, this is where, like, the game would have wanted you, and even in the test versions, when the game was initially announced, when the graphics were, you know, miles ahead of what we got, like, it was like, you can't go through this area without a torch, because you won't see anything. And I like how in Scholar they really made it darker, but your character is the exact same. So, oh, and you can see just fine. You don't need a torch. Black fire bombs. Oh, you bad skeleton. You bad skeleton. Oh, there's more. I could have sworn there were turtle knights that are supposed to be down here. I don't remember the skeletons. All I remember was like 2 turtle knights. That was kind of it. That one took 3 hits. Ah, piss. That one took 2. Huh. Another torch that I won't ever use. But yeah, you see what I mean by like how dark this is. And in all the Souls game, you have a natural light that surrounds your character, just so you aren't completely lost in darkness. In Demon Souls, it was actually an item. It was actually a key item on your person. I forgot what it was called. The Augite of Souls? I can't remember. But it was actually like a little crystal on your belt that illuminated pretty much like a foot around you, which was kind of nice. That it, and then in Dark Souls, well, no, in every game afterwards, the light existed, but it didn't have like a name or an item description or anything. And then in Bloodborne actually, they have the little hand lantern that you can get at the bath, like the bath shop. Human effigy. And I like that thing just because you can turn it on and off at will. So if you want to go through an area that you don't really want to give up your gun hand, you can just turn on your little hand lantern. I like that. I like Bloodborne. I like a lot of the things Bloodborne did. Oh, shit. Oh, that is not good. I was rolling, you bastard! Shit. Get me out. Get me out! Try to get him in here. Look at it, like he's just walking. He canceled it. That's so shitty. Okay, I thought he was gonna fall over on his back. He didn't drop anything. What an asshole. I have no healing items left, and I think there's like even more Turtle Knights. Amber of Green Blossom. Is there more? I think I hear one. Oh yeah, there are definitely more Turtle Knights. Armorer Dennis? What? Is that is that is that an actual person or is that an NPC? That sounds like it. That's an NPC, right? That's an NPC invader. At least it should be. Come on, man. Don't do this. Ah, I'm gonna die here. I have no healing. I have nothing. But at least I lit the bonfire. Oh, my axe got stuck on the bonfire. Piece of shit. Ah, I was rolling! Fucker. I was rolling through that. Come on. You see what I brought this up in the first episode too about adaptability. The one stat that increases your iframes for your roll. Gonna have to buff that up now, am I? But at least I respawned like right here. So no harm, no foul, really. Except everything kind of respawned. Okay, it is an NPC invader. It is an NPC invader. But where is he spawning from? Where is he coming? There he is. Okay, so he's just gonna plague me for this entire thing. Until I murder him. See, that hit me. It shouldn't have, but it did. That should not have hit me. I rolled right through it. That... why? He's gonna kill me again. Fucking Dennis. What kind of name is Dennis? What kind of armorer's name is Dennis? Not shitting on anybody whose name is actually Dennis. Not at all. Not at all. Cheeky, but not cheeky enough. Oh, come on. Nope. What? What? What was that? What was that? He didn't even cast it. He didn't he didn't finish the cast. How the fuck did I even die? Why? Come on, man. I just want to play the game. Armor Dennis. You are a menace. The leather set. Or the hunter set, or whatever. God, I almost had him, too. They programmed him to fucking gesture, too. I hate that. I hate that so much. Look how much damage that does. This is an NPC invader they put in this area. And he does that much damage. When he should do, like, none. Fucker. There we go. Still doing, like, no damage. I dealt more damage to the boss than this guy. I dodged it! Fuck off! Come on! Fucking Dennis. No. No. Just die. Got him. I will gesture to you if I remember how to. Yeah. Oh yeah, brother. Hulk Hogan, and he dropped jack shit for me. Put it in the highlight reel. Put it in the highlight reel. I want to go home. I want to go back to Majula. I don't want to play this fucking game anymore. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play anymore. I want to go home. Seed of a giant tree. That's, when you get invaded, whether it's an NPC invader or... Fucking cavalry's out today. Whether it's an NPC invader or an actual, like, player invader, go to that guy, that tree, that giant tree, and you'll get a seed of a giant tree. And basically what that does is that it's just to fuck over the invader. So whoever invades you, just use the seed, and all of the enemies will aggro onto the invader. For an invader, it sucks dick, but for someone like, you know, me, the person being invaded, it's kind of just a big middle finger to whoever invaded me. I've never used them, personally. Just because if I get invaded, I'm already getting shit on in the first place because I got invaded. Plus, I just feel like it's a dick thing to do. In 3, they still have the seeds, but still no one really uses them. Ugh. Ugh. Just ugh. That whole experience with Dennis and just everything was awful. I'm Lettergrast, and I'm a blacksmith. And you better stay away, because this is big boy work, and you're not. He doesn't think I'm a big boy. But the joke's on him. I am a very big boy. Do I even have any worthwhile weapons? Oh, so many of the characters, mainly the vendors in this game, if you don't buy anything, they're just like, ugh, alright, waste my time, or are assholes. But yeah, she sells life gems indefinitely for 300 souls a pop. So you can get like 99 of these things, no problem. She sells a fragrant branch for way too much. Oh, that's right, I have a lockstone. I got a lot of shit to do. But first things first is to level up. Yeah, it's a small thing, but it's a very, very nice thing. You see, in the first game, whenever you got consumable soul items, you had to do it one at a time, and you had to like equip it into your belt slot. and the process itself took fucking forever, but in this game and onwards, including Bloodborne, they added so you could use multiple of them at a time, which was just a godsend. No, I didn't pick up any good rains. Anyways, what's up? Yeah, upgrade my Estus Flask so I don't have to die as often. Or whatever. Just pray to her. Just pray to fix your shit. Oh, okay. Now we can really level up. Now we can really get to be a big boy. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Really pump up our strength. And let's not let's stop being ugly. Let's become beautiful. Let's become our big beautiful boy. There he is. There's our big beautiful boy. He's got such skinny legs. He's got such skinny legs, it's great. There we go. I like the way that looks. Still can't use a chest piece, it just doesn't look right on him. I think Kale's in the mansion now. So with our current strength, what can we use as a reliable weapon? There's the bastard sword, which isn't even on our shoulder. Just kind of holding it there. The hand axe has been pretty reliable, but it's not very reliable. Can't use the halberd because you don't have the dex. Still can't use this thing, even when two-handed. Oh,
hello again.
So, it actually occurred to me that he won't actually sell new. He will sell boss armors and stuff, but I don't think he changes much until you actually buy things from him. So he doesn't become a rich, smug asshole until, well, you make him a rich, smug asshole. Yeah, there he is, and there's the flame. Yeah, so we beat the last giant, so now there's this. And then he's here.
Oh, hello again. You've made it. The map, I presume. Of course. Take a good...
Why is his skin so green? Looks like Murdoch from the later parts of the Gorillas.
Even more flame. Did you see the flame? I don't... But there is... It's something... I would not... It was... But it... Did you see the... It... But there is...
Okay, he's not interesting in the slightest. And I think he just stays there for the rest of the game. Like, he doesn't have a quest line. I think... No, he does have a quest line, but it's so forgettable. So many of the NPC quest lines in this game are forgettable. Like, the only one that I really remember is Peyton Creighton's quest line. Because it actually, like, ends in something. Lucatiel's is close, but Lucatiel herself is just not a good character. I guess she was supposed to be this game's Solaire, I guess, but she wasn't. Oh shit, that's totally right. I remember what I forgot to do. It was bugging me since the first episode. Oh my god. I remember what I forgot. There's a path right there that I totally skipped out on. That leads to one of the better NPCs. in this game. And this is actually a path you have to go to progress to, and I forgot about it. Shows you how knowledgeable of the Souls games I am. Yeah. You don't want to fuck with this NPC early unless you know what you're doing. What's up?
Have you business with me? The way you're under is all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above. Who thought it a good idea to put it there? I'm in quite the pickle now.
I love him. I love him so much. I love his accent. I love his armor set. He's a good NPC. I like him. I really do. Plus, he has a pretty cool quest line.
See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real live person was turned to stone, do you?
What's interesting about him is that he values his sword very much, and at first glance, a lot of people thought that he just had the Moonlight Greatsword. But we find out later from the armor merchant, actually, that the sword he has is a fake. There's no magical properties about it, but it's special to him. And that's nice. The actual Moonlight Greatsword actually looks different from that one. That's considered the Blue Moon Greatsword. I believe his name is Jugo, this guy. Okay, yeah. I believe his name is Jugo, if I remember correctly. He shares the same crest, the same elk crest that Creighton has on his armor set, which kind of leads you to believe that they are in some way related. Or not like family-wise, but somehow related in a sense. I don't know. But this is one of the, this is your pyromancer lady. She is turned to stone and can only be well, she's petrified. And I mentioned in the first episode, to unpetrify these statues of enemies or NPCs, you need a Fragrant Branch of Yor, which is a weird name. Now we've got to fight these golems. They got big-ass bellies. It's gross. He's he's a little caught up at the moment. But you can't really get anywhere further unless you have that branch, and you can't really progress this guy's questline until you do. A lot of people like to fight him early for the souls and his armor set, along with the Blue Moon Greatsword. But he's one of my favorite NPCs in this game, and I do not want to hurt such a precious cinnamon roll. So, what does that leave us with now? Right, Pursuer. Right, we gotta go take on the Pursuer. My headset's falling off my head. We should probably just we should get a weapon and upgrade it. We really should. Or I don't know why I keep saying we. I should be just referring to myself. Ugh, self. What? Oh, that's repair. I don't want to upgrade this because it's kind of shit. Oh, that's right. Sorry, you played Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, and even Demon Souls. Armor was never upgradable in those games, which I actually prefer. Just because it saves you on Titanite. But in Dark Souls 1 and 2, armor was upgradable. And granted, in one, special sets that required certain special sets weren't upgradable, like Havels. But in this game, like, every armor set is upgradable, and including Havels, which was not good. The PvP scene was dominated by these fucking guys with full Havels armor and Santier's spear, that piece of shit weapon. You couldn't have any enjoyable, like, arena stuff. Or even regular invasions were just plagued by these people. I have no souls. That also has just occurred to me, that I do not have any souls. I want to keep all the boss souls and eventually make them into boss weapons. I'm not really going to use them, but they'll be nice to have. I treat them kind of like trophies. That's just me. But I think that's everything we need to do in Majula, so head back to the forest. Oh boy. Sorry, I was just looking at my phone. So, Valentra's gone, and so is Kale, which is fine, because this area is marked as clear now. Oh, good. Alright, I'm just gonna use these to, once again, attempt... Come on, you motherfucker. It's gotta be right here. Oh no, I can't do it! I just can't! Why? Why can't I do it? Oh, this makes me so mad. Okay, well, we'll get another shot. Let's just open it normally. Let's just go and open it normally. Oh yeah, this door. I forgot about this door. This leads to one of the necessary late game areas. So after you defeat Velstadt, I think, then you gotta go to these certain areas with this door. There's our next ring. It's a shitty one, but it'll be nice to have. Now we got this little sparkle effect. That's the regeneration ring. It just regenerates your health at the slowest possible rate. Yeah, yeah. This big old door is guarded by this guy. And he's not very aggro unless you... Yeah, unless you get really close. And even then, he's just there to guard it. Wait, I just picked up... Oh, the grand... Yeah. This weapon. Look, like, this is also a late game weapon that's just in the starting area. And this thing also dominated PvP. Just because you charge into people and they just could not dodge it. Or block it or anything. They couldn't do jack shit. This is also a weapon class that died. There are a lot of there are a couple weapon classes that were introduced in 2, but then when they came to 3, the class just kind of died. One of them was lances. I think there's only like one lance in the entirety of 3, and you can only get it at Lothric Castle, which is, you know, the late game. I think I'll use the Bastard Sword. Produce the symbol of the king. Yeah, you need a ring to open that door up. Also, they have, he has the Black Knight Greatsword, by the way. Or, well, he has this game's version of the Black Knight Greatsword, which I do not like, because it changed the crossguard and the color scheme. I don't like what they did to the Black Knight weapons in this game. The Black Knight weapons in Dark Souls 1 were great, and in 3 they were also pretty good. But I do not like them in 2. They just kind of ruined them. I broke his... Oh, how did that hit me? I broke his guard, but it knocked me back as well. Just have to continue to backstab him, I guess. Almost got him. He's not a tough enemy. He's tanky, and you just gotta watch out for his like big electric slam, and you'll be fine. If I remember correctly, in vanilla, he wasn't there, and instead it was just a bunch of the Hollow Knights you fight throughout this area, like 3, 4 of them. I prefer the hand axe. Which is just... I prefer him. In fact, him being there kind of makes sense, because he is one of the guards you fight when you make it to Drangleic Castle. So him being there makes sense, because he's guarding a door that, you know, Vendrick wants guarded. Because some of the new enemy placements they added in this version of the game, some, and I say some with very big quotation marks, make sense, while a lot of other ones were not good. A lot of the other ones were not good placements. Oh, he did it! He actually did it. What a good boy. What a good boy. He actually did it. What a good boy. He managed to actually blow it up for us. What a sweetheart. Seriously, he has his shield behind him, like he's going to hit us with it, and it's still considering that as he's guarding. Hey, they put a bunch of items up here. Incoming pursuer. I love this guy's armor set. Too bad you can't actually get it in the game. You can only get his sword and shield. I love his sword, but they actually kept his great shield in 3, which makes me upset. I really like the design of his sword. But yeah, you can pretty much go throughout this entire thing without ever taking a hit. Unlike me, who just took a hit. Just because his moveset here is so limited. And it's so easy to dodge. You just gotta keep, like, rolling in circles, and you'll dodge everything he throws at you. Or strafe. And bam! 17,000 souls, his soul in the Rain of Blades. And now there's these guys here for some reason. It's funny too, because the Pursuer himself isn't actually a hard boss. Even here, he's kind of a pushover just because all of his attacks are so easily dodgeable. And then when you actually fight him in the arena, there's 2 ballistas you can use to shoot him, and it like one-shots him. It's crazy. It's crazy. So now when you actually go to the arena where you would fight him, it's just empty. That didn't hit this guy. That is the easiest way to deal with these Turtle Knights. Go behind them, they'll fall on their back, just roll out of the way, and then it takes them forever to get back up. Kinda like a real turtle. Except I wouldn't kill a real turtle. I don't want to deal with these guys. I like these guys. I like these Sentinel, or Ruined Sentinels, or... No, those are the bosses of the Bastille. These Bastille guys. I like these guys. I like their armor set, and I like that they wield flame bridges. Oh, I hate you. Well, he dropped a spear. I think I might actually use the Pursuer's Greatsword, just because I'm talking so much about how I like it. Now in vanilla, I don't think these guys, the Sentinel guys, were actually in this area. I believe in New Game Plus on vanilla they appeared as Red Phantoms, but there's only like a couple of them. But them being here is also kind of odd. But then again, yeah, this is where you'd fight the Pursuer, and then these are the ballistas where you would just fucking murder the Pursuer, just bam, and then he'd die. But then again, this is actually a way to progress to the next area, the Lost Bastille, which you get there by just curling up in that nest. And then the Pursuer's bird will show up and take you away. Anyhow. So, yeah, and then this should be the Drain Lake set with the shield and sword. Yeah. That guy's not very happy. Oh, man. And I'm just crushing it at this point. Alright. Use a homeward bone. Oh boy, then we'll go back to Bajula, upgrade our shit, and everything will be A-okay. Alright. Alright, I spawned here. Oh yeah, and the ring that the Pursuer drops, the Rain of Blades, that is just a damage buff. That is all it is. The ring is just for like a damage buff. Increases your physical attack, yeah. Just a damage buff. Now the Drangleic armor set is your first real, like, heavy armor set in the game. At least to me. It looks pretty cool. But it comes without the helmet. But now we're fat rolling. And this is also a sign of Dark Souls 2's very, very limited cloth animation. Like, you can see that there's like a cutoff to where the cape will actually flow. And it's very blatant in some armor sets, while in others it's fine. And, man, when Dark Souls 2 was first coming out, that was what I was so excited for, was some cloth animation. Because Dark Souls 1 did not have any cloth animation. Well, no, your character never had cloth animation. Enemies did have cloth animation. Enemies had cloth animation, not you. Right, we got a Estus shard. And some levels. Eight times, okay. Let's get vitality up there. And then 12, and then adaptability. That's good. Because we are trying to be a big boy. I'm trying to remember who gave us... Oh yeah, in the next Man, my chair is really squeaky, I gotta fix that. In the Lost Bastille area, that is where we can actually find our first boss weapons vendor. This game has two. The first one will sell a lot of the, I think the early game boss souls for weapons. And then the second one makes a lot of the late game ones. I don't know why they didn't just have one boss weapons guy and have him be in Majula, because like neither of those two guys will come back to Majula. Like they just stay where they are. That kind of bugs me. But then again, that's just me. I don't know, I think that'll do it for this episode. We made a lot of progress to defeat two bosses. There's still a lot of minor stuff I gotta do still. I still haven't used that Ferris Lockstone. I keep forgetting. But no, we made a lot of progress with this. I will try and get the next episode out, or stream again. I'll stream again, hopefully tomorrow. That's if I have plans with anybody or not. I'm just doing this right now as a hobby, or just trying this out. But yeah, feedback is always appreciated. I will accept any and all criticism or opinions someone might have, some way I could improve, some way I could make this more interesting for everybody. But yeah, this is part 2. I should probably label these as parts, considering that this is kind of like an episodic thing, but I'm streaming it. I don't know. I'm very new to this whole content creation thing for YouTube, so maybe I just need to keep doing it, and hopefully I'll find my own way. But yeah, this has been part 2 of my Dark Souls 2 somewhat playthrough. where suffering is endless and magic is a lie. If you enjoyed what you see, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you all on the next one.